Good afternoon, Brian with Grand Roofing, and we are up on a barn roof doing a quick metal inspection for hail damage. So, little backstory, quick minute or so, and then we'll get into the inspection. We're here doing a roof over here because it got approved for hail damage. So when I came out, I saw damage everywhere. Walked it, sent the drone up, documented it, sent it to the guy. Never met the adjuster. He just like, well, let me know your opinion. So he ended up filing a claim. The adjuster came out and said, yep, we're buying it. The roof, everything, not sloped out. It was all damaged. Gutter guards, gutter tops, they're pretty durable, go over the actual edge. So the gutters were okay, just the gutter tops and the downspouts. But the adjuster was out here. He's like, hey, I guess I don't know the case if he had a ladder was too short or time crunch or what. But he's like, hey, have your guys come out, check out the barn roof, that I'm on. And he said, if there's damage, let them know. I don't know what the case may be. I don't even know who the carrier is. But anyway, so there's the house. Guys are taking shelter because it's hot. I'm on barn 1 of 2. There's the other one out there. It is high, it's 2-story. Nothing really hard about it, but they're big, they're good size. So we're gonna go walk around real quick. And the reason I'm asking you guys is the damage that I see that we're gonna look at here in a minute, is it damage to get this bought? Or I guess I was told if there was a cosmetic exclusion. So let me know, we'll get into it and see what we can see here. All right, right up here, set the ladder up on this. Well, down below, there's a little lower section. I checked those out first. Got up here, checked this out. Did a quick walk over. Called a buddy of mine because I don't really do a lot of hail inspection stuff, but he's like, yeah, you got to look at the declaration page. So before we get going, I guess that's a question I've got. Cosmetic exclusion on the deck page. So we're going to look at that for any other structures out here. That was shingles, it's annihilated. This has damage, you can see it, but is it functional? Damage, or is it just a cosmetic exclusion or cosmetic? So, and then with that, if it is cosmetic, can you prove functional damage? Well, there's a couple of panels where a rib laps a rib, where it's the edge of a panel, the next one laps it. Where hail hit those, it actually flared out a little bit. So I guess you could argue that that is functional. Bert those back, sitting in the nice AC. All right, let's get started because I'm hot. It's like brutal out. This week has been 100, 115 degrees heat indices, and I know some of you guys watching, depending upon where you are, it may be hotter, it may be dry hot, but here in Indiana, where it is a brutal, muggy, just almost water falling out of the sky, it does not evaporate, it's hot. All right, let's look. We already took some tape measures. It took every bit of a 35-foot tape and some. So it was like 408 inches I got, and then another 18, so 426 inches per side. It was like 44 panels down one end, so it's pretty good size. The storm that came through here, it's, I don't know, a few months ago now, came out of the northwest. I would expect these sides to have more damage because they're directly impacted. So down there, it did have some. Come up here, start looking around and see, then made my decisions like, yeah, let me make a phone call, see what he says. So we're gonna get started looking at this. There's little dings like this where I would say, is it going to cause a problem and leak? No, absolutely not. But there are dings everywhere. So was this pre-storm? Like if the storm never came, would these have been here? No, it'd be new metal. Well, not a new roof, but it'd look new. Looking up the ridge cap, you can see a lot better the detail what I'm talking about. So there's these little marks like everywhere. Every few inches you're seeing these. So again, is it going to cause a problem? No. But was it there prior to the hail? No. So the hail caused it. That gets into if there's a cosmetic exclusion. Now let me try to find, like right here, here's one that I'm talking about. So you can hear this. My finger is catching where there's nothing to catch. It's a lap. You can also see the shadow it's casting where an impact hit right up on the rib here, and it looks like it flared this edge out a little bit, like a kink when the hail hit, because there was some good sized softball size hail, depending upon where you were in central Indiana when this storm came through. But to me, that hit and actually bent the metal up. It's not an annihilated smash piece like we saw in another barn we did recently, earlier this week, where it just was hit hard. I think I let a video go recently. That has been since done. It was an old video. But anyway, that's bent up. And as we look down, we're going to see a few more of those. And I guess my thought is, if there is a what's the word I'm looking for? I'm having a hard time thinking here. Yeah, the cosmetic exclusion. There we go. If there's cosmetic exclusion on the declaration page. If it is bent up enough where if it hit that lap, scattered about randomly enough, hits where the lap is and flares up, could you argue that it is a functional issue now? Because if rain is hitting the roof panel, God, that's hot on my knee. Whew. If the rain hits the roof and splatters up and goes up under where it's bent up a little bit, could it leak? I guess that's the argument here. So comment below what your thoughts are about the deck page having the exclusion on cosmetic exclusion, and where do you draw the line? Is it damaged or is it a functioning issue? Let's have a little friendly discussion about that. This thing's big. I gotta get to walking here. If you guys want to see it, I'll bring you along for a minute. We're at 5 minutes. I'll go a couple more here. All right, so looking down to the south here with the sun hitting just right, you can see the anomalies, the shiny areas, where I see a good 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, about 12 at least in that far third down there. Now as we walk, you may or may not see those appear or disappear in other areas. It's all where and how the light hits. And I forgot to bring my chalk up, but let's walk down here. And as we walk down real quick, I mean, there's some pretty good sized dings in some of these here. You can see it, I don't even need chalk. You can see the ding there. Now the panels, again, the ridge cap up here, it's the larger 24-inch panels. Again, they're just plastered everywhere. You don't even need to measure a 10-foot by 10-foot area. You look at a 10-inch by 10-inch square area, you're going to see about 20 of them. All right, the sun went down, now I just lost my, where those were. The sun didn't go down, I went behind a cloud. It's also really bright to look for these, and this is a green roof, so if you're up here, there's another one right there. If you come up on a white roof, wear some glasses. So again, right here's another where it's a lap. It hit in the top rib and it looked like it buckled this out. So there's a little bit of a gap up under there. I'd say it's smaller than my finger, at least an 1/8 inch pulled away from here. When the sun was out, it was casting a nice good shadow. You could see it. Let me know what your thoughts are on that. Is that a functional issue? Could one argue that water could hit and splatter up in that gap and come down? Because this panel here, that lap, just terminates right down here. Maybe a little 1/8 inch lip out where it's the extra run of the material. Where this lapping side, the panel over hooks, comes over, could splatter up over the top radius part here. It could easily drip off and in. I don't know, let me know your thoughts here. There are a few more as the sun comes back out. See if I can see them. And you got some more dings popping and appearing. That's a good one. It's a nice little divot. I don't know if it's the wrong time of day, the wrong color roof, but it's hard to see. Oh, where'd they go? There's another little one right there. Here's another one, but it's not on the lap, so it just straight up dented it. On the metal roof that we did, like I said, it was probably about 40 minutes west of here. That's the same storm that came through may have kind of missed this area with the softball size hail. If you haven't seen that video, it was posted right around the same time I did a little review of a wireless dead cat mic here, lapel mic. Went up on that, the following video, and that metal roof was just smashed. I did a quick inspection of the shingle roof. If you haven't checked out, check that one out. I'll try to link it in the description down below, or even pop a card up if this will let me do that. But yeah, I think some of the big hail that hit there missed this area, but nevertheless it got hail. So let me know your thoughts, and look down the other way with the sun here. So this is looking to the north now. Kind of losing my train of thought here. It's hot. It's nice. It's weird how that light just kind of makes them appear or disappear. All right, looking here, there are a good 3 or 4 right there. I'm gonna keep my eye on it. See if you see them pop up here. Right there was one, down right there's another one. Now I'm sure if you took chalk and you chalked it, you would see the divot really appear. I'm just looking at it and I can see it with the light hitting it. That one's got a nice kink to it. Oh, I'm gonna have to get going on this. I still gotta go look at that one over there. So in closing here, let me know your thoughts. Let me know about the cosmetic exclusion, the functionality of it. It was caused by the storm, so if the storm didn't come, it wouldn't have been here. Do you have to argue? I don't think the guy's going to argue necessarily. Like I said, I don't know the story on why the guy didn't. Oh my God, that metal is hot. Whew. Ooh, I guess I'm not going to kneel down. On if he just didn't have a ladder, honestly, he was in a hurry and said he's probably going to buy it, but let's just have this little sliver of a doubt, like if we don't inspect it and say we're going to cover it, maybe it'll get overlooked. But the homeowner's like, hey, could you just check that out? I was like, okay, yeah, I'll check it out for you. So that's what we're doing. I'm going to check out the other one. Let me know your thoughts down below. Let's have a friendly discussion. Storm restoration damage isn't my bread and butter. Just good reputation has been, but I'm not going to pass up the people that call about it. I've actually had a lot of people call because they've been weirded out by the people and the salesmen that show up. So nothing wrong about being a salesman. Just be a good one. Have good quality control, use good workers and stuff. So, all right, appreciate you watching this long. Let me know down below. It's hot. Oh my God, it's so hot. I don't even look that bad. No.